I might be a little bit late to this story. So what? Better late than never, I always say. And this situation is absolutely something that I had to talk about. I just couldn't let it pass and me not say anything about it because it was just so asinine and ridiculous. And it ended up going viral a few days ago in regards to this situation where a woman who went on a vacation to Punta Cana, she went on a day party boat with some friends and decided to get a pineapple margarita. Now, the drink was supposed to be somewhere between $30 to $40. I'm not quite sure of the exact amount, but it was around there, right? Safe to say it was around there. But according to social media, the vendor that supplied these drinks there overcharged her card, ended up charging her over like $280 for everyone else's drinks that was with her. Those people obviously being the friends that she came with. Now, instead of handling this situation with a little common sense, a little patience and some rational thought, the Crashout senorita here decided to do this. Besides looking like an absolute lunatic, this is the type of person that if she's with you, you got to pretend like you don't know her, right? Like, if she with you, man, I don't know who that is, man. Like, that's just the kind of person that she is. There's absolutely no reason to hop your ass off the boat that you're on and act this way over a misunderstanding. Now, I know there's going to be people that fly to the comment section, right? And say, it's her money. And that's what I would have done if they tried to mess with my money like that and all that good stuff. But here's what I'll say. I'm someone who has been to Punta Cana, and I'm gonna tell you, I loved it, right? Me and wifey, we went there for our honeymoon. It was dope. We had an awesome time, and we do eventually want to go back. But having been out there, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that those people out there, they hustle. Right? They know that those tourism dollars come in droves and they want a piece of that. Hell, I remember walking through the resort and seeing some of the workers there with Louis Vuitton shoes on and Gucci belts and all of that. Those resort jobs and those excursion jobs pay. Now, for the most part, everyone that we came in contact with was cool, right? But there are those bad apples that will try and scam and finesse and get over on you. If you aren't careful, it does happen. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it doesn't, but throwing a temper tantrum on a floating device with fruit is crazy work. Just watching this, it's so embarrassing that it's funny, right? Like, you honestly have to laugh because at your big age, right? Your big adult age, this is how you resolve conflict. Like, I understand being overcharged. I get it. But if you're going to travel to these different countries, you can't behave the same way you would if you were home. And the reason why I say it like that is because acting like that, I already know off rip that you act like this when you at the crib. You ain't afraid to show your ass in a whole nother country, then I know for sure you show all of your ass when you at home, when you don't get what you want. Y'all can't behave the same way. The rules of engagement are just different, period. Yes, some of these different countries are going to try and scam foreigners. We already know that. We established that already. But my question to y'all, right? My question to y'all that think like this, like, when are we going to stop acting crazy in other people's countries? Yes, he may have overcharged the car $280. It's definitely something to be upset about. No one is claiming that it's not. But you didn't have to act like that. If you charge your card, right, for yours and your friends' drinks, you could have simply asked your friends, yo, can you cash at me? Venmo, Zelle, can y'all send me y'all money for the drinks since I pay for them? Was that not an option? Like, are you not traveling with a group of reliable friends where they could say, yeah, sure, no problem. And everybody sends you $30 to $40. Y'all don't got $30 to $40 in between however many of y'all there was. And I mean, to keep it completely real with you, I would keep the credit card usage in other countries to a minimum, especially when you're going to a place like Punta Cana, where most, if not all, of the resorts are all inclusive, meaning you don't have to come out of pocket for anything. Now, the excursions and stuff like that, me personally, I pay for that stuff ahead of time. As for the vendors, this is where bringing cash with you helps out a lot, right? This is where you bring cash with you, because most of the things that you buy are going to be in US currency anyway. Hell, even when you, first thing you do when you hop off the plane, first thing you see is they have a currency exchange, okay? The second you step off the plane, that's also an option. But instead, you on the internet looking crazy and embarrassing yourself for nothing. Looking like Bambi when he was trying to learn how to walk, trying to get off the floater and then falling face first in the water. I know your glasses was fogged up. Got that ocean water all up in your head. Now you're going back to the resort smelling like shea moisture and fish. And the wild part is that that's not the only angle of this nonsense. Please, everyone, feast your eyes on this. Just look at how blank the expressions are of everyone on the boat. First of all, that boat is jam-packed. I'm talking like wall to wall. And all of them are looking at this chick act like a wild banshee. And I know the people that she came with have to be embarrassed. Ridiculous, man. Now, to add insult to injury here, the update to this little saga is that this woman has allegedly been arrested and locked up. And from what I hear, Dominican jail is nothing like the resorts. Now, again, I did see people defending this behavior. And listen, here's the bottom line with this situation. If you're willing to risk your freedom and your life for $50 in other countries, you should not be flying out the country, period. All of you degenerates who are out here saying that y'all would have crashed out like she did, and y'all would have thrown all the vendor stuff in the ocean and all that bullshit, half of y'all lying. Okay, let's establish that. If y'all would be willing to do that, then y'all would be exactly where this chick is, in jail, missing, or worse. Now, your crash out ass is calling the consulate or the US embassy, hoping and wishing and praying that they can get your ass out of there. And all for what? All over a pineapple margarita? Well, I hope the drink came with a lawyer, because that's exactly what you're gonna need. But anyway, man, I've talked your heads off long enough about this, man. I just wanted to talk about it with y'all. Again, I know I'm a little late to the party with this, but I had to talk about this situation with you guys. Let me know what y'all think about this in regards to this whole situation. And also, if you made it this far, don't forget to smack a like on the video. And also, if you haven't already, don't forget to become a channel member. And don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace.